This video is proudly sponsored by my friends over at Mid-America Fence Supply.
What is up, everybody? Joe Everest, the fence expert, talking with some incredible individuals today about some very unique fencing that they manufacture. For the folks that may not have seen the previous video where we talked about the blast-rated fence or blasting fences, could you introduce yourselves to the audience?
Yeah, we're Mike and Ike. So we have a company in Chicago, Illinois called Premier Ski Solutions. Next year will be our 25th anniversary. We started off as manufacturers and we became installers. So we manufacture there. I'm Mike Saltigero. I started my career in security in the United States Marine Corps. I personally fought in 2 wars, the war on drugs in the 80s. Then I went to the war on Iraq in the 90s. So I got to see what terrorism and the war on drugs, and we took that skill and we kind of designed and developed some security just to raise the bar.
Hey everybody, my name is Ike. I'm the Chief Security Officer for IFI and PSS. I'm a former Army Green Beret. I've been breaching before my career in the Army started. And now we've been innovating with our own company, just removing vulnerabilities from other people's products and instilling them into our own.
Absolutely. Guys, if you didn't watch the video where we talked about what this display is, you want to catch that one. They did some pretty wicked stuff to this fence. What I want to talk about in this video, so we met each other at the CLFMI, the Chain Link Fence Manufacturers Institute meeting, their summer meeting a little bit ago. At that meeting, I started hearing conversations and just general what ifs about bringing the standard of fencing, a 9-gauge from a 2-inch mesh down to 1-inch mesh to try to address increasing security concerns. I thought, what better individuals to talk to about delaying persons getting through a fence than 2 gentlemen that have had previous careers in getting through fences. What are your guys' thoughts on the idea of taking the standard of maybe a commercial chain link fence from a 2-inch 9-gauge down to like a 1-inch 9-gauge?
I think it's a fantastic idea. I said in the previous video, bad guys practice. Yeah. They practice on that 9.2. They know exactly what tool is going to get them the time that they need to get into that thing, in whatever yard they want in. And I feel like I've done a lot of testing on 9.1, and it is a very big difference between 2-inch and 1-inch.
Okay.
Obviously, it's twice as much material.
Sure.
So the delay is going to be twice as long. And not just that, it's the visual deterrent. When you walk up and you're surprised, you think you're going to see a 9.2 and you got a 9.1, you're going to, again, rethink it and maybe go to your neighbor's house instead of where you're trying to get in.
Absolutely. Well, and that maybe the neighbor's fence has 9.2. So visually compared, you think which of these 2 is going to be easier for me to get through?
It's easier that way, okay? Is that so wrong, trying to make it easier on me?
Right, when you're looking at 9-gauge going from 2-inch to 1-inch, we're in the business of time. How do we delay time? Anything we can do to stop. So when you look at security, look how to slow people down, right? Go from 9-inch to 1-inch. Then later on, you go from 9-gauge to 6-gauge. So there's different things right there. The little things that we can do can make the biggest difference. In our world, 2 minutes is a lot. We could do a lot in 2 minutes. In 10 seconds, 20 seconds, nothing happens.
That could make the difference.
Absolutely.
Could make the difference.
Absolutely.
Real quick, guys, apologies, but are you tired of your suppliers running out of fencing materials right before your big job? You're going to want to check out Mid-America Fence Supply. I'm not saying they have the world's supply of fencing materials, but they've got a decent chunk of it.
Now, one thing to mention is most every company that manufactures chain link wire, that manufactures 2-inch, manufactures 1-inch as well, has the capability to. So it's not like the conversation is talking about a product that either doesn't exist or is not readily available. I'd say a 1-inch 9-gauge mesh would be readily available, especially if we start seeing, guidelines, ASTM maybe, start speccing it over a 2-inch. I think you'd see it become even more available in the marketplace.
When they first started with a 2-inch 9-gauge, the tools back in the 70s, we didn't have battery operated tools. And today we have more sophisticated tools. We have torches.
Yeah.
So as that gets sophisticated, we also have to get sophisticated. So we have to change. So as an industry, it's called to arms. We have to raise our standards.
Sure.
Raise our standards to protect our security here.
Absolutely. Well, and I think it's safe to say currently in today's day and age, just basic thieves are willing to go through more to try to get through a fence than maybe they had in the past. So more sophisticated tooling, maybe more motivation or more willingness to get through leads to a need for a change. Now, and granted, 6 gauge 5/8 would deter a whole lot more than a 9 gauge 2-inch, but 1 inch is better than a 2-inch is kind of the thought here. Any improvement?
I agree with you 100%. Not this application, it doesn't go in somebody's backyard.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
it goes at very high security places.
Yeah.
A 9 gauge 1-inch fits in the commercial, industrial realm. And I think when you're building your strategy for your site, right, your adversary sequence diagram, if you know your time delay for each barrier that you put in, and you know your adversary's capability, you can build against his capabilities.
Sure. Well, and the fence could be but only one part in that plan, that strategy. Now, guys, I think it's important to note, not only do you guys manufacture these materials, you also install, you said a million and a half hours of installing. So when we're talking about experience, obviously, this is the voice of experience speaking here. Guys, for more information, how can people reach out to you guys in the company?
Yeah, sure. The website, perimetersecuritysolutions.com. We're both on LinkedIn. You can find us pretty easily.
I would recommend the website because there are some videos there that I think fencing contractors would really get a kick out of. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate your
Thank
time.
you. Thank you very much, Joe. Appreciate you.
Guys, for now, I'm Joe Everest, fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors.